channel. Today's video is going to be a little walk around with me around our property, Paradise Garden and Paradise Orchard, and explain to you what we've had to do over the past 5 years to get it to where it no longer flooded when we have heavy torrential rains. And we've had rain here the last 2 days, 2 nights, on and off, sometimes really heavy, but most of the time it's just a steady rain like it is right now. And first 3 years we spent pretty much on Paradise Garden, doing everything that we needed to do over there to get the water to run off of the property so it didn't flood areas of the yard and stuff like that. Now we still get water that pools up when we get a heavy rain, but it drains off fairly quick. And where it all drains off is either the pond out towards the west by the little house, or back over here into Paradise Orchard. And then we spent the last 2 years doing what we've done to it to make it to where Paradise Orchard does not set under 6 inches of water for half the year, which was some of the problems we had prior to doing the canal work that we did in here, and the drainage and the dirt sloping. So that's what today's video is about. Sit back, enjoy them. We'll throw some music in with it. I'm going to also do a little bit of explaining, and I hope this doesn't bore you, but it may give you an insight on what it takes when you live in the tropics to take care of the monsoon season, which is what we're in right now. So talk to y'all later. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I decided to come out and do a video on what it's like here at Paradise Garden. We're in a little area called Sansai, which is about 20 kilometers north of Chiang Mai. And it's been raining the last 2 days and 2 nights, on and off for most of that time. So right now it's raining. So let's take an umbrella and walk around the property and take a look to see what all it's doing and how our property is handling it. If you look right here in the front yard, yeah, there's a little water on it, but it runs over here into the driveway, which, believe it or not, dumps out right into this little area right here, which I don't know if you can see it, but it runs down into this little canal right here, down the canal and out to our pond. So anything that actually rains on this side of the property feeds 2 places. One back behind me here to the pond, or down this direction to what we've put down here, which is drainage system to go out back to the canals back behind us. And that little drains port right there, this little canal right here, and again we have another canal that runs down right along here. All these run into a series of 3 sumps right along here that go back over here to the back of the property, and there's a pipe that goes underneath the fence and on out to the irrigation canal. So that takes care of everything out here in front of the house. To stop it from flooding. Now, a year ago when we put the swimming pool in, it was set up with a system that keeps it from overflowing, and that system is through the back up underneath here. There's a pipe that runs over into the skimmer system right here, and then another pipe that goes down underneath the ground here, all the way out, down along over here, and over to our pump house, back up just on the other side of this wall right here, and flows out through that pipe and through our fence, and it dumps out next door into our canal system that we have over there. So that keeps the pool from overflowing. Now here on the pond, to keep it from overflowing, I have two 8-inch pipes up here at the front or east end of the pond. These two 8-inch pipes are this one right here, and then this one right over here. Now, this closest one to us right here is basically a feed pipe. This goes from right there, crossed over this way, and then angles back this direction, which we have the canal that comes from up here, and it flows that direction. So that pipe runs underneath the fence and into the irrigation canal, with it facing the water flow. So if I lower that down, water will come in when there's water in that canal. But we've had enough rain, I don't really need to be filling it up that way. Plus, I can always stick a pump in the irrigation canals and pump water into here, which is what I normally do. But this pipe right there goes back this direction and underneath the fence right back over here and faces that direction, which is the flow of the irrigation canal. So I keep it set at the level that it's at right now, and it will drain into that canal, which is right there. I hope that came out. I'm trying to keep the umbrella on me because it's still raining, but this is what we would call max full on the pond at this point right here. It's probably an inch or two. Oh, and there's little bitty fish down in there. It's probably an inch or two above the level that it would be at if water was not flowing out. So it's only a couple inches over full right now, but it's well below what it would take to go out the banks on this pond, because our banks are up high enough and that level is set low enough. But that still gives us a good 7 feet, 7.5 feet water depth. Now, to stop flooding over into the orchard, and we put in this canal system right here, and as you can tell, this is full. These canals are pretty much full of water, but what they are is they're low enough to where if you look, you can even see it right here. If you look right here, you can see the water flowing into them from the surrounding ground. Same with this one right here, flows over the top. That's how I set it up and designed it to be. The ground slopes from up here back this way to the canal, which goes from the front of the property up there, which is the east, all the way to the back of the property back here, which is the west. And all of this is not flooded per se. There's some low areas in here, little bitty small lower areas, but this is not, yeah, that's not really too deep or anything like that. But this is what we've done throughout the entire part of the orchard. And I tell you, going through that damn gate with an umbrella, it sucks. I may end up editing that shit out. May not too, but probably will. So anyhow, let's get back to this over here. If all this over in here stays nice and dry, but you get water that runs along the water seams in the ground from the pond area over here, under the fence, and over into the orchard area. And that line, those lines through the soil right there actually seep into the little canal, and it keeps that canal pretty full when you've got a lot of rain. So I think we've had enough rain. So I'm going to take you back over to that area and show you how everything over there flows out and where it goes. Oh man, I made it through there. Now, here's the canals up down through here. The rocks in this canal are to keep what fish that are inside our property in here from going out and going into this canal right here and out through the pipe that's in it, which I'll get over here and show you. This pipe right here, you'll see it right there. That pipe actually flows underground underneath these coconuts, back over to here, underground here, and flows back into this sump right here, right down in there, and flows out. We have a pipe that goes out right there, and that pipe goes into the canal on the west side of the property, on the other side of this wall, and I'll show you that. But that's where all the stuff from up that direction comes down to, is in there. And all of this down in here is the lower area, and it drains past this longing tree into that pipe, comes back over here to this sump, goes out that pipe right there, and it goes out the back of the property back here. Now, that's one of the pipes that it flows out of, and there has been enough rain that this irrigation canal is full back here, and they're not letting any water into it. They're not dumping anything into it at all. If you can look down here at this pipe, you can see it coming out into it. This pipe's actually a little bit higher up off the ground than this other one back here, but ate the heck out of that one. We come way back up through here and we walk all the way through all of this right up here along the fence, and there's 2 more pipes down there that are drain pipes from the property up over in the Paradise Garden area. And that, folks, is the drainage system that has taken me 5 years to set up, for the simple reason you start doing something and you can't tell how well it works or how well it didn't work until you actually get some heavy rains, and then that'll tell you what you've done right and what you still need to do. And that is how I've taken care of the flooding system here at Paradise Garden. And right now we've had enough rain, it can stop. But from the looks of things, it's going to keep doing this for a while, so I think our system is pretty good. It takes care of us pretty good. It drains well, and we have a few spots that are what you would call just low spots, that once the rain stops, then that water does filter down into the soil and drains into our canals that we have that go out. So we're not in a bad shape at all. So I hope you enjoyed this video, folks, and that's going to be about it. It's time to go back in the house. Oh yeah, and our electricity went off about 30 minutes ago too, so that's just normal for up here. So anyhow, Tamo, let's go. Come on, let's go.